the magical world of Paris. Imagine this. You're strolling along a cobblestone street. The scent of freshly baked baguettes and butter-rich croissants lingers in the air. An accordion hums softly in the background, and just ahead, a painter dabs at his canvas with the intensity of someone who sees the world differently. But Paris isn't just a city, it's a feeling. A romantic, chaotic, mesmerizing mix that hooks you and never lets go. Let's start with the Eiffel Tower. Did you know that when it was built in 1889, locals hated it? Some even called it a monstrosity. Can you believe that? Now it's the most recognizable landmark on the planet. People travel across continents just to stand beneath its iron lattice and wonder how something so industrial can feel so magical. Climb it, and you'll see why. It's like the city unfurls beneath you, whispering its secrets from every street corner. And the food. Let's not tiptoe around this. Paris is a food lover's paradise. It's not just about eating, it's about indulging. The croissants are so flaky they practically crumble in your hands, and the macarons. They're not just desserts, they're edible works of art. And then there's wine. Glorious wine paired with cheeses that have been perfected over centuries. But here's the real magic. Parisian food doesn't just feed your stomach, it feeds your soul. Every bite is a testament to a culture that refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. And what about fashion? Paris isn't just stylish, it is style. Walk down any street and you'll feel like you've stumbled onto the set of a high-fashion editorial. But on a side note, Parisian chic isn't about designer labels. It's about effortlessness. A perfectly tied scarf, a confident stride, and instantly, you're Parisian. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, and somehow, even the pigeons here seem to have more swagger. Art? Oh, Paris doesn't just have art, it breathes art. The Louvre, of course, is the crown jewel, housing over 35,000 pieces. It's impossible to see everything in one visit, or even 10. And yet, the Mona Lisa, tiny and enigmatic, steals the show every time. But art in Paris isn't confined to museums. It spills out into the streets in murals, sculptures, and even the architecture itself. Walk along the Seine, and you'll feel like you're wandering through an open-air gallery curated by time. But don't be fooled into thinking Paris is all glamour and romance. Beneath its polished surface lies a shadowy, mysterious side. Enter the Catacombs, a labyrinth of tunnels stacked with human bones. It's haunting, eerie, and oddly beautiful. But why, you ask, are there millions of skeletons under the city? Here's a clue. Paris ran out of space for its dead centuries ago. The result is a macabre yet fascinating underworld that's unlike anything else you've ever seen. And then there's Montmartre, a hilltop neighborhood where creativity runs wild. Once the stomping ground of Picasso, Monet, and Van Gogh, Montmartre still hums with Bohemian energy. Its winding streets are alive with artists sketching, singers serenading, and cafe-goers sipping espresso while time slows to a gentle crawl. Here, life feels unscripted, spontaneous, and just a little rebellious. But let's zoom out for a moment. Paris isn't just a collection of landmarks and neighborhoods. It's a city that thrives on contrasts. Take the Seine River, for example. By day, it's a peaceful ribbon of water that cuts through the city, reflecting sunlight off its surface. By night, it becomes a stage for romance, adventure, and even a bit of mischief. The Pont de Seine, once weighed down by thousands of love locks, is proof that this city takes matters of the heart very seriously, even if it means nearly collapsing under the weight of all that love. Now, let's turn back the clock. Paris has a history that reads like the most dramatic novel you've ever read. From the opulent halls of Versailles to the Gothic spires of Notre Cathedral. Every corner of the city has a story to tell. Did you know that Versailles was so lavish that it bankrupted France? Or that Notre Dame survived revolutions, fires, and even being left to crumble before its miraculous restoration? History here isn't just taught, it's lived. But Paris isn't just about its past. This is a city that embraces the now. Want to dance along the Seine at midnight? Paris says, why not? How about sipping wine under the stars while a street performer serenades you? Paris makes the mundane feel magical. It's a city that whispers, life is too short not to live beautifully. Festivals? Oh, Paris doesn't do subtle. Bastille Day is a spectacle of fireworks that light up the Eiffel Tower. And Paris Fashion Week transforms the entire city into a catwalk. Even a quiet Sunday here feels celebratory, because when it comes to enjoying life, Paris doesn't hold back. And for the curious souls, Paris is packed with hidden gems, like the mysterious whispering gallery in the Pantheon, where your voice carries across the dome in a way that feels almost supernatural, or the secret courtyards hidden behind unassuming doors, where ivy clings to ancient walls and time seems to stand still. Paris rewards those who wander. For romantics, Paris is the ultimate playground. Candlelit dinners along the Seine, sunsets at Sacré-Cœur, and quiet strolls through hidden gardens make the city feel like it was designed for love. And yet, it's not just for couples. Paris is equally enchanting for solo travelers, adventurers, and anyone chasing a little magic. But Paris, by night, is a completely different beast. The city of lights comes alive in a way that words struggle to capture. The Eiffel Tower sparkles every hour on the hour, and the streets hum with an energy that's part mystery, part revelry. Whether you're walking along the Champs-Élysées or exploring the vibrant nightlife of Le Marais, Paris at night feels electric. Still, let's not pretend Paris is perfect. The traffic is a test of patience. The metro has a smell all its own, and Parisians can be, let's say, direct. But these quirks, they're part of the charm. Paris isn't about perfection, it's about personality. So, what makes Paris a must-see destination? It's the way it makes you feel alive. It's the way every street corner holds a surprise, every meal feels like an event, and every moment becomes a memory. It's a city that doesn't just show you the good life, it invites you to live it. And the best part? Paris will always be there. It waits, timeless and unchanging, ready to welcome you into its story whenever you're ready to write your own chapter.